Hey guys, Basil and Wolf from Grayson Hobby, and today we have a new product from BetaFPV.
The FPV Whoop Racing Advanced Kit 2.
If you're new to FPV and new to the drone world, coming off a Walmart quad or coming off of a Mavic, is this the drone for you?
Well, I guess watch the video and find out, right?
Like always, if this video you find it useful and helpful, hit that subscribe button and be sure to support Grayson Hobby. If it's a pack of props, batteries, quad, jumper
Every
radios,
little bit helps.
Everything. Everything ships from right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Located right outside Atlanta, Georgia. It's usually about 2 days to the entire east coast of the country.
Also check out our Facebook group. A lot of tech support, help, stuff like that. We got a pretty good little community.
Yeah, everybody's helping each other out.
Everybody's been really good, very helpful in it. This is a complete kit here. Everything you need to get flying FPV with a brushless whoop.
So when we say complete, we mean literally take it out of the box, charge your batteries,
and fly.
put the goggles on, and fly. There's no programming.
Yeah, there's
no
building.
building.
You need to do.
No parts you need to go get afterwards. Comes with a charger, batteries, cables.
Not just one battery, 3 batteries.
Three
That's
batteries.
nice. A lot of companies don't include enough for extra flights.
Well, they get 1 battery for the goggles and 2 batteries.
No, 3 flying batteries.
3 flying batteries.
Check it out and put the quad.
Wow, 3 flying batteries.
Yeah, so you get 3 flights, goggles with a built-in battery, and a transmitter with a battery.
Right. Now, all this stuff is not proprietary, meaning you could take this quad and goggles or whatever and interchange new products, new quads, new whatever, and still be able to use this.
Yeah,
right?
you can buy an aftermarket flight controller down the road. You can, take the parts off, put it on a different frame, stuff like that. The transmitter can be used in other things. The goggles can be used on other things.
Right. So you're not limited to just this thing. So for those guys who are brand new to this hobby, this is probably one of the best kits in the market right now.
Bang for the buck, I'd say it's pretty good, especially for people that don't want to do beta flight.
Right. That you lead me into the next question. All right, so those who are in the hobby and know a little bit about what's going on or have done some research, this does not have beta flight. This has silverware.
Yes, it's a proprietary firmware. It's pre-flashed onto the flight controller. It's not programmable other than through a menu internally. You can't connect to the computer and all that. You can do it through the transmitter sticks and the goggle screen and change settings through that. So it does have adjustability. So it's not like a one and done like the little toys and all that. But you can't hook it to a computer, flash BetaFlight, and use BetaFlight down the road. Right. So you'd have to change the flight controller for that.
So the flight control has the entire programming on it.
Yeah, it's the receiver and the flight controller.
Right. So if you're new and don't understand BetaFlight and don't understand silverware, don't worry. It comes perfectly tuned out of the box, right?
Yeah, it flew good out of the box.
Flew good. If you want to tinker, it has the ability to tinker.
You can do a little bit of pin tuning with it, yeah.
All right. So where can we fly this guy? Inside, outside?
Inside the house, backyard,
so this
like that.
Is an inside flyer.
It's got enough power it can fly in the yard and all that. Would it be better to have a bigger quad in my opinion? Yeah, probably, but mainly for in the house, especially if you have a multi-layer house. If you got 2-story house and all that, going up the stairs, down the halls and all that, I think it would be a blast. So
we get a lot of customers that come in our store and ask for a quad that can fly inside and outside, and I think this is probably the best one we've seen in a while.
Being as it can fly so well inside. Yeah. Most of them, you can fly inside, but it's so limited flying inside. It's like a slight hover. Yeah. This one I'm able, even in the smaller shop, I'm able to just get on it kind of thing.
Right.
So it was pretty good. I was pretty happy in the fact that I didn't have to set anything up. All right, so here's what we got here. We have the FPV Whoop Racing Advanced Kit 2. Sleeve off today. Oh, yeah.
So right in the box, you have your goggles.
Yep, you got your goggles, you got your quad, you got the light transmitter.
Oh, the quad's right in there. Okay, so that's
it's tucked in there. So we got the quad, we got the transmitter, we got some goggles, with the strap that's not connected, manuals, and batteries. One battery actually comes on the quad when I receive it.
Let's talk about those batteries real quick.
These are the 450 milliamp 1 cells with the new BT 2.0 connector. This is a high current, high discharge current connector.
So this is proprietary to BetaFlight as of right now, correct?
To BetaFPV.
BetaFPV. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their own connector they had made. Basically, the biggest issue with a lot of the Inductrix style quads, the whoops and all that, was there's so much current loss through those tiny little connectors. Now they've actually got a pin style connector that can transfer more current. Less voltage sag, it just runs better, has more performance.
So let's first start the goggles.
Okay, so these are the VR01 goggles. They are a dual antenna. I don't know if they're true diversity or not. I would imagine it's probably not, actually. It's a 800 by 480 field of view on this guy, so it's not bad at all right there.
Okay.
It has a SD card for recording.
Ooh, so that means DVR?
Yeah, it has a DVR.
Nice.
Yeah. With it, you get two little antennas, just regular dipole antennas.
It doesn't matter which one goes where, right?
No.
Okay.
And then the strap you'll have to add on it, pretty easy. You just put in little hooks.
Next.
This is the light transmitter. This is actually really nice because unlike the Emax one, it actually has decent gimbals. It kind of reminds me of the Turnigy Evolutions from back in the day.
Okay.
As far as feel-wise, I guess you'd say, but it's got like almost like a rubberized grip feel to it. Is it rubberized? No, it's plastic, but it feels rubbery.
Oh yeah, that does feel weird. It feels
it's got a good grip.
Like the bottom of the pool or something like that.
Yeah, it's just got a good grip. You got multiple switches on it. You got 4 switches, so you got plenty for flight modes and stuff like that. It does use a single battery in the top. It's a little 350 milliamp. Looks like a 2-cell.
Explain why this is awesome quad.
So this is nice because they took like the Meteor, basically made it a little easier. You got plug-in motors, the light flight controller, which it doesn't run BetaFlight, and that's the scariest thing for people that are new in this hobby is BetaFlight. For some reason, they hear the word BetaFlight and they just freak out. Yeah, there is a lot to learn. There is a huge learning curve with it for some people. This one is running the, what's it called?
Silver. Cut. Okay.
So this is running the silverware. Wow, if I can spit that out. Programming.
Like the kind you eat with?
Yeah, I guess so, right? But basically, there's no USB port on this thing, so it does not connect to BetaFlight. You can't flash it. I don't think there's any kind of port you can hack it down the road. I could be wrong on that without opening it up.
I'm sure you can hack it, but it's very minimal.
Yeah, I mean, the only programming adjustability would probably be through on-screen display, through smart audio, if anything. But it's got the BT 2.0 connector. The motors on these guys are 1102, 18,000 kV, so pretty good power for one cell. The props are really nice. I mean, they got it does come with an extra set as well, which is good because some companies, for some reason, don't include extra props.
Now, those push-on props, are they screw-in?
They are press-on.
Okay.
The one thing I will say compared to some of the other ones I have, this is like an injection molded canopy versus that little Lexan, the vacuum formed ones that break really easy. And that was one of the biggest complaints I had with BetaFPV when they first came out. The canopies would just crack when you looked at them wrong. This thing is a nice hard plastic. Granted, it probably adds a little bit of weight, but they're going for durability as well on this one because the market for this is an advanced trainer.
So where does the battery fit in there?
So the battery on this guy just goes on the bottom.
Okay, so it slips right in there. No kind of bands, no kind of wires, no kind of just a little bracket.
And of course, the batteries don't mean squat if you can't charge them.
Right. So
BetaFPV, because of the unique connector, does include a little charger. This is a 5-volt USB, so you just plug into like a cell phone charger, something like that. And then the outputs, there's 2 outputs on it there to charge. But the other part about it, which is nice, it doubles as a voltage tester. So you can actually see.
Hold on. Okay, so that's fully charged, looks like.
Yeah, I just charged this one.
What is this guy?
That's the little prop tool.
Okay.
So because the props are kind of in there, they give you a little tool so you can get under there and pop them off. All right, so the first things first is turn on the radio. We're just going to hold the button down for a few seconds.
Until it vibrates twice.
Until it vibrates twice. And the light will change.
And when it's blue, it's ready to go. Ready to go.
Blue. So now we're going to plug in the quad.
All right, now we have the.
Now it's it's ready to go.
All right, so hold on. What are we going to do here?
You're going to flip switch A?
Wait, hold on.
Switch A.
Okay.
I just said that. Ooh, shit, that's acro. And you should really know what switch does what.
All right, well, let's land it and go over the switches. All right, well, let's go over the switches on this radio because it's, for a new guy, it could be kind of confusing, you know. So
yeah, there is A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
The biggest one to remember.
4 switches, right?
Yeah. Switch A, away from you, is disarmed. Towards you, when you pull it up, is what they're saying, is arming it. So that's switch A. Switch B does a 3-position switch, and there's a couple different things it can do. It involves turtle mode, acro mode, level mode, race mode, angle, race mode, horizon, and horizon mode. All of that can be controlled depending on the position of the switch in combination with another switch. Kind of makes it confusing, right? That's why we're going to show you the chart. So basically, guys, keep in mind these are micro VTXs. If they're sitting there for a couple minutes at a time without running, there is a lot of heat generated in these. The cameras tend to shut down. So the best idea to do is don't plug in the battery until you're ready to go. Okay. And when you do plug it in the battery, start flying it.
All right. Oh, speaking of, we never showed everybody how to link the transmitter.
Oh,
for the...
well, once it's powered up, you just hit the search button.
Which is the search button?
Right here.
All right.
And it'll start cycling through it until it finds the right channel.
So we're searching now. There it goes. Oh. Perfect.
All right, so your first flights, typically when you're learning, you don't really want to throw the goggles on. You want to get behind the quad. Generally in a more open area, but we're going to run it with this.
Okay.
I'm going to put the quad in leveling mode. Arm it. And basically, you're just going to get used to how twitchy, I guess you'd say it is, but the left and right, forward and back, you know, maybe rotate once you get to that point. And once you get experience with it, and kind of understand how the throttle and all that's going to behave, you know, you don't want to like floor it and go right to the ceiling because it will fly at under half throttle. But once you get used to that, then it's time for goggles.
All right, so I'm looking inside the goggles.
Yep.
And right now it says disarming.
Yeah, so now we're armed.
Now we're armed. Now we're flying. And here he comes. Oh. So I noticed the video is really clear.
I'm getting some static on it a little bit. Notorious for picking up the wrong channel.
So as you can see, it's got great power and flies slow enough.
I mean, it feels. I'm not even really pushing it far forward in angle mode.
All right, so now next test, we're gonna see if it flies around the whole warehouse.
Okay, so
this will be a range test.
yeah, there shouldn't be range issues with.
So we're gonna test the video if it goes through the warehouse.
Metal going through, okay.
Metal walls, metal doors. Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
That's good stuff right there. We've had many quads.
Turn a little bit.
We had many quads in the.
And I got somebody standing in the way. No,
we had many quads in the past that would not do that.
Ooh, oh, there's fans. There is fans running. Gotta remember that in the future.
So, people ask why we're not using DVR, and I want to show you guys the true
that's
video.
Me crashing. Multiple times.
Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't show them turtle mode.
Oh, you want turtle mode?
Yeah. Well, we got to crash it first.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So while you're flying, explain what turtle mode is.
Turtle mode is a mode that if you crash and you're upside down, you can get it to flip back over.
Without doing that walk of shame.
Let's see if I can. Flap. Let's see. Upside down? No, it landed right side up.
Hold on.
All right, let's pretend I'm upside down. Oh no!
Oh, you crashed. Wow, look at that.
So say I'm flying in leveling mode. I'm armed. I crashed.
Yep.
I disarm the quad.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna flip this switch down.
Which is
B.
What? B down.
Then I'm gonna switch C up.
Okay.
And now I can flip it in whatever direction. So and if I wanted to flip it back towards me.
Oh, so you have four directional.
Yeah, you have all four directions.
Okay.
So whatever direction you feel comfortable flipping, you can bang it around until you get it.
Why it matters? Let's say if you're on the ledge, I wouldn't flip over this way. I would probably flip over this way. Is that what you would do? Let's try. Let's just give with a test. There you go. See that?
So I'm gonna try this in acro mode real quick, just to see.
What are you trying?
I want to see how touchy it is in acro with this controller.
Okay. Now you're gonna acro means really acro.
Yeah, no leveling. And oh, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not a looker. Oh, it is much more challenging inside a building. There we go. Oh. Ah! Turtle?
No,
this thing literally just knows how to land.
It's like a cat.
Yeah.
It always lands on its legs. Whoa, they got close in there. So I keep saying it's a metal building, metal roof, lots of places where interference can happen here.
Put it back in leveling. Do a little exploring. Now this is behind a trailer in the absolute farthest corner of the store or the warehouse. A little breakup right there, nothing bad though. There's my BF 110.
And here you come. Oh. Wait, are you upside down?
Nope. No, it does not go upside down.
Oh yeah, you made it through.
I've been trying to get it upside down. This is not fair. Okay. And for good old time.
Whoa, shit.
If anyone remembers the Inductrix video, payback.
Whoa, he'll hit the airplane.
Battery's at 3.57 under load, so it's probably safe to say it's time to land it there.
What do you think? What do you think? You haven't flown a weapon in quite some time.
Yeah, actually, it's been a minute since I've actually gotten to fly one. Considering it's not beta flight, I'm actually pretty impressed with that because it flew fine. Like, for me, it's the right rates. I'm curious to see if there is any OSD programming real quick. Right. So you can actually see there is a menu.
How did you get into that menu?
Same left stick middle and then left and then right stick up. But just like you would enter in beta flight, but it has different modes. So you can do actually.
Oh, you can actually look at that. But you don't need to do this, in matter of fact.
No, but I like the fact that it is there.
You're looking for a quad that has a complete ready to fly for the inside and outside. This one is to be considered for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think when you're comparing it with like Emax models and all that, the biggest thing is the goggles are really nice. They're 800 by 480
DVR
with a DVR, and the transmitter just feels good.
It's got that rubbery.
Don't care for the Emax Ready to Fly transmitter. I'm not a big fan of it. It just feels very Xbox toyish. With not a lot of resolution in the gimbals. This one has more switches. It just feels good in the hand, and it can be used in other stuff.
All right, there you are. Comment below what you think. If you're a BetaFlight fan, if you're a silverware fan, or if you're a tester.
Yeah, and if you guys are still stuck in the house, working from home and all that, depending on your job and all that, this is a great little thing to have.